Hello everybody, hope you've had a good weekend. I have unboxed a lot of stuff. The background slightly changed as well. Did you notice? Especially this side. But I've put LED lighting in. And I've said the words keep and chuck. Oh, and be ruthless. So many times. We've basically done a lot of unboxing of stuff that we've had from the old house. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get into the show, shall we? So first of all, make sure, as we said on Friday, to go over to this forum post and the link in the description to give feedback to the Kabam community team. Something that seems very apparent is that handover. How this was handed over from, say, like the Kabam Mike and Kabam Jack's days as to what the new team know. So when you go and take up a new job, you go to yourself, okay, well, how was the old job done? How can I kind of blend into this? You've probably been given a job description, you've probably been given a staff handbook or a guidelines, and you then get an understanding of how to follow it. And that doesn't really seem like that's been the case from what Mike and Jack's maybe had the time, because they maybe not had the time. They maybe have like, okay, well, you're gone, but maybe there wasn't any kind of like significant handover of stuff. And of course that, you know, Dave is picking up this along with Kabam Pinwheel to gain some structure and of course deliver what the community team should do for the community, the player base, sorry. And it's good that players are coming out to kind of give, you know, feedback and stuff. Little things like trying to find the MCOC team posts, like, you know, some of the stuff like recent discussions. This stuff needs to be cleaned up. Things that should be when you click on discussions, you see it, and other things like that. Anyway, if you have any feedback for the team, please go do it, because it will help out in the future as things, you know, happen, and also give clarity to stuff like how to do certain objectives, how many of whatever token is available, and give that level of feedback in things like side quest posts and other stuff like that. Event UI, do you like it? Do you not? Well, this is a bit of a mixed thing. For me, I'm okay with it. Like, it's not something that bothers me too much, but I'm not everybody. And of course, what we do on the channel when we're doing the MCN is we try and find out what's your thoughts, community sentiment, and making sure that there's not something I've missed and something you've missed when it comes to how everybody feels about this particular change in UI. I do like it. There's some stuff that I don't like about it, like the extent of when you get into it. Actually, no, that's if I put cross there, and you go when you go into it. Sorry, this is when you go into it. I like being able to press a cross, which I said about if you press a cross, I can get out of it, but the way that Kabam have done it is that you kind of click on the left hand side, so you click on there and you kind of go out, so where the solo events is, it takes you out. Anyway, it's not just about me and how I feel about it, but also how other people. So Hurricane says, too much going on, small text, large artwork, can't tell what's where, tiny buttons, can't quickly see what solo event is running. Is a huge step backwards. I think it's a bit harsh to say that. This should have been a beta UI checkbox, so I can opt out every time I open the event screen by habit. I just back out. It's so difficult to use. I don't know why Kabam would do this. I think it's a bit harsh, really, because it's like saying, as a developer, don't try things. Unfortunately, developers should try things. Try and make stuff new and exciting. So let's see, like, from a really kind of like complaint and annoyance standpoint, okay, all events. Is it worth just removing all events and just keeping alliance events, solo events? I don't know, I personally think that would be better. I think meet it in the middle, where it says all events, just remove it, just keep alliance event, solo event, and maybe put August events. Or don't put August events, so you know what the monthly stuff's going on. Or sandwich objectives in there. A one-stop shop. Maybe, or maybe not. This is again down to a community to look at what they like and what they don't like and find something in the middle. But I definitely think just having alliance events and solo events at least scratch that itch of that was there before. This is tidied up a little bit more. Is it too small and piddly? Kind of. I do agree with that, especially when it comes to where it says win fights in the game mode. Like it's kind of really small, like microscopic. that could be beefed up. There's a lot of dead space that's below how to get points. So maybe that could be brought down, where rewards and how to get points can be brought down. And then the text about the event could be beefed up. I do agree with that. Also on the how to get points section, again, beef it up in size. So it's kind of like big, bold, in your face, and there's a lot of dead space. So use the dead space for stuff. But it's very interesting in it to read like what people like and what people don't like. So you'll get used to it. We always do. I hated the pre-fight UI. Yeah, that's not really kind of like giving. It's kind of going like meet in the middle. I always like meeting people in the middle, kind of figuring out what people like and what they don't. It's simplified into Oblivion. All the quests are there together, so you don't have to scroll from solo to Alliance. You don't have to scroll so much to claim different milestones. It looks literally 10 years more modern. Yes, I think a lot of us would agree with that. It's just, again, the extent of... There's a lot of dead space that you could really use. Beef up the kind of... what should be there. They just need to change around some text and font component sizes, and then it looks better to everyone. That's it. That's good. Yep. It's a bit much saying it's a disaster. It's a disaster! Should we scoop out and eat the gooey stuff in everyone's brains? Yes, I would, Kent. No, it's not. It's not that bad, is it? Come on. It just needs a little bit of improvement. That's the positivity. Also, the claim crystal animation, we have to watch for 3 seconds for no reason. So confusing. I do actually agree with that one. Why add unnecessary annoying things to the... It just... it's not unnecessary annoying things to the game that nobody wants. Don't innovate. Don't try. I just think that's kind of like, yeah. I literally listed things wrong with it. That's constructive criticism, bub. It's not really constructive criticism because you're saying, here's some constructive criticism. Unnecessary annoying things to a game that nobody wants. That's just biased. That's not constructive. That's unconstructive. That's like saying my constructive criticism is don't put it in. Constructive. Really constructive. Anyway, sarcasm aside on people that don't understand constructive criticism is, hey, developer, we like that you're trying, but maybe here's some feedback that you could improve on. That's kind of constructive criticism, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And that's just not constructive criticism, bub. This person's Wolverine, apparently. Anyway, there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of merits. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of things Kabam could take into consideration. Give them feedback, or whine, piss and moan that you don't like something that the developer is trying to put into a game. Up to you. Hey, Crucible was good. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do more of that. No. No, don't, no more. That's constructive criticism. No, it's not. We're going into a rabbit hole of sarcasm here, and some people are probably not understanding your native languages, what I am trying to convey. The fact is, go to this forum thread, give them constructive criticism and feedback on stuff, but go, hey, good job, but I feel you could make some changes. One of the things that I don't like is the claim button is really small, like microscopic, Mr. Bean references, and that could be beefed up a little bit. So where they are in the UI, like they're kind of like just right up there, top right hand corner, beef it up, make it big and bold, so people go, oh, I've got a big claim button, let's go claim, because it's there. So you click on the maybe I don't think it's click on the event, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but if it's there in a kind of like UI scheme of things, just press the claim button and it's bigger. So you know where to collect, because I got like a ping for it. I also don't know whether or not there was like because I can't remember if there was a 1 that appeared in the solo events section. I'm just going to see if I can put a red arrow in what I mean. So what I meant was like a big claim button there where the red arrow is, and then maybe a 1 that's by those. I can't remember off the top of my head if they do put a 1 there, just to know, or 2 or whatever, of things that you've got to go and claim and collect. So you'd be like, oh, I've got my solo event in the bottom right hand corner has got a 1, a 2, whatever. You then go and click on it and then go, okay, well, what is it? Where is it? And it is in fact in, say, I don't know, the solo events, like a 1 there, or there's a 2 there with the alliance events. As I said, I can't remember because I haven't claimed anything. I probably just claimed it. That particular like UI path is available. But anyway, what are your thoughts on it? Put it in the comment section down below. Go to the thread, give Kabam the feedback. Next up, Incursions. I've had I saw in the comments somebody mentioned about that, and also people have messaged about that. What's happening with Incursions? Don't know at the moment in time. You've probably gone into game and gone, hey, whoa, where's Incursions? Incursion gone. Where Incursions? Incursions come back? Well, that's the question that everybody is asking. In fact, it is later coming back. Someone says tomorrow, I think. Of course, the day is that saying August 10th. So that means that August 11th, when I'm recording this, that means Sunday. That would probably mean August 12th if it did come back. Now, there is a bit of a bone of contention with that one, because if we go back to several weeks ago when Kabam Jax was an employee, regular Incursions with updates resumes Friday, August 7th. Now it's August 11th when I'm recording this, and August 12th. You'd hope that it comes back because it's delayed. Why is it being delayed? Well, there could have been a bug from it. If you remember, we did cover the fact of extra rewards, which were those extra Magnetron crystals players were able to pick up as a result with a Sector 14 and Sector 13 issue. And because of that being the issue, I don't know if Kabam have delayed that coming back. That, I assume, would be the reason that they may be taking a few more days, because when it did come back, or it was still there, and it reset on the top zone bonus, it was broken. So maybe Kabam had to do some work behind the scenes. Either way, there's no update on the compensation we might be receiving, and we still don't know what, if we were going to get some, especially based on, I think, a response from Kabam Pinwheel, which is here, but I don't know if this indicates, which was, hey folks, I spotted the blah 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 blah, incursion blah blah blah, while we're able to stop the issues still investigating impact, announce any further follow-up action once able to review. But just to give us some clarity, I don't think there should be anything bankable. There might be some duplicate resources removed or some comp granted. That's still where we're up to, so there's nothing really confirmed about it, because people are saying, where's the compensation? Well, this is why, you know, watch the shows, listen. When I do say, well, we might get something, we might not. It just does depend on where Kabam want to go with it. But I'll let you know if we find out anything more, but so far nothing. Continuing on with the story that we covered recently, Kabam said that they were going to be investigating AI, which is great, and also we were just kind of wondering, well, what's the update with that one? There's nothing huge when it comes to updates. I think the latest update is from the last couple of days, which was update August 10th on the matter. Just continue investigation for now. There's a regular meeting on this to discuss and break down what is how we can address it. I'm being purposefully vague here simply because I don't want to hard confirm any particular thing and don't want to promise anything the team cannot deliver on reliably. Stay tuned for more as we hear it. So that's that. I'm sure Kabam will devote a full forum post on the matter, giving people more clarity on the investigation. With the way that they had to do, depending on how severe they look at it, it could take a long time to give you a bit of clarity on it. But there's a lot more than just that. So we'll have to figure out if there is more of an update to the AI situation. But it is being looked into. Kabam are having meetings about it. If you are frustrated with AI, we'll probably be here in a year's time. I think I even said last year, I'll see you in a year when we're talking about AI problems. And I'll see you next year when we're talking about exactly the same thing. So, there you go. That's the end of the show. Check out some other content. I'll see you all in the next one. Whatever it's going to be about. Meh. Blop.